Hello friends, myself Amit Belekar welcomes you to my channel. Now today we are going to discuss about pharmacology, the introduction. After going through this video, the learner will able to define pharmacology and drug and describe scope of pharmacology or various branches of pharmacology. Now it is time to reflect, pause the video and read the question which appears on the screen, and question is list out various steps to be followed so that a clinical substance can be considered as a drug. So list out these steps you can, if you know, and write down these steps in your notebook, and after completion of your answer then play the video. We will discuss all these steps in next some slides. Before that, we should know what is pharmacology. Pharmacology, it is the word which came from two Greek words. First is pharmakon and second is logos. Pharmakon means drug and logos means science. So pharmacology, it is the science of drug. That is the simple definition we can say. So pharmakon and logos unite together. From pharmakon, pharmako, and logos, logy comes, and pharmacology is the word which is derived. Pharmacology, it is the branch of pharmacy which deals with study of interaction of drug or chemical substances with biological systems of our body. It includes history of the drug, it includes pharmacokinetic aspects of the drug, it includes pharmacological actions, biological actions, it includes mechanism of action, how it produces that effect, it includes therapeutic uses of the drug, therapeutic effects of the drug, and so many things like toxic effects, adverse effects. All that study can be done in this pharmacology. So after that we are going to discuss about drug. What we just said that pharmacology is the branch of pharmacy which deals with the drug. So what is drug? Drug is defined as it is the chemical substance which is used or intended to be used for diagnosis, prevention, treatment or cure or control of the disease. So diagnosis, you know, for the substance which is used for diagnosis of any disease, that can be used as drug. Or second is prevention. We know various vaccines we can use for the prevention of diseases, and for these vaccines are included as drug. Then treatment or cure, you know, many times we are suffering from various disorders or diseases or infectious diseases, and we can take the drug to get rid of that disease, and we after getting that drug we can get cure from that disease. So that type of substance is also called as drug. And the substance which is used, control means is these type of drugs cannot, these types of substances cannot be used to treat the disease. These are used to control the disease. For example, diabetes. In diabetes we are using the drug to control the blood sugar level to the normal levels and not for the cure of the disease. So that is about the definition. So drug, in where I am saying that drug is the substance which is chemical substance which is used to diagnosis, prevention, cure or treatment and control of the disorder or diseases. But this definition is disease oriented definition, as it does not include contraceptives or many other substances which can be used for the improvement of the health. So this is somewhat incomplete definition. Now we have to discuss about the complete definition, a comprehensive definition which is given by World Health Organization in 1966. As per World Health Organization, drug is defined as any substance or product that is used or intended to be used to explore or modify the biological systems of our body, physiological systems of our body, or pathological conditions of our body for the benefit of recipient or patient. So for defining this, we have to ask three questions to us. First, what is drug? So drug is any substance or product used or intended to be used. Second question we have to ask, that is why it is used. To explore or modify biological systems of our body or physiological systems of our body or pathological conditions of our body, to whom the benefit is given, to whom that benefit is occurring, that question you can ask, and whom, the answer of whom is to the patient or recipient who is taking that drug. So as per the World Health Organization, a comprehensive definition is there. Here contraceptives are also included because contraceptives can modify the physiological systems of body. They are not used in the treatment of disease, but they can change the physiological systems of our body, and that is included in this definition. So it is a comprehensive definition, we can say. Now we have to discuss about scope of pharmacology. In that we have to discuss various branches of pharmacology. So pharmacology, there are 6 branches. First is pharmacokinetics, second pharmacodynamics, third is clinical pharmacology, fourth is pharmacotherapeutics, fifth is toxicology, and sixth is chemotherapy. So one by one we will discuss. So first branch we are discussing, that is pharmacokinetics. Pharmacokinetics, it is the word which came from 2 words again. First is pharmakon and second is kinetic. Pharmakon means drug and kinetic means movement. So it is related with the movement of the drug within our body. So pharmacokinetics is nothing but what our body does to the drug. So we are taking the drug, body absorbs the drug, so absorption is there. Second, that absorbed drug, it is distributed all over all parts of our body, and that is nothing but the distribution. So third part is metabolism. So various organs are there. Major organ is liver, where if drug reaches, there takes place metabolism for elimination, easy elimination of the drug. And finally drug, it is eliminated from our body through various routes. So what body does to the drug is nothing but pharmacokinetics. Now we can define it. Pharmacokinetics is the branch of pharmacology which deals with absorption, distribution, metabolism and excretion of drug in our body. So we have to remember these 4 letters A, D, M, E. So A for absorption, D for distribution, M for metabolism and E for excretion. So the branch of pharmacology which is dealing with ADME is called as pharmacokinetics. For example, we will discuss about the digoxin. Digoxin, if it is taken, it is 70% absorbed in our body. 25% it is bound to plasma protein and it get distributed in our body. So that is the channel by which it is get distributed, and then it is metabolized in liver. It gets metabolized in liver and primarily excreted through the urine. So that is about the pharmacokinetics of digoxin. So we have to know the pharmacokinetics of all the drugs, how it is absorbed, from which route it is more properly absorbed, how its distribution can take place. So all that data we should know, and that data is studied in the branch of pharmacology that is called as pharmacokinetics. Now we will discuss second branch, that is pharmacodynamics. So what is pharmacodynamics? Pharmacodynamics, again this is coming from 2 words, pharmakon and dynamic. So pharmakon meaning drug and dynamic means change. So what changes can take place in our body because of drug, that is nothing but the pharmacodynamics. So pharmacodynamics is the branch of pharmacology which deals with study of pharmacological actions of the drug and mechanism of action of the drug. So pharmacological action means what type of effects are going to be produced by that drug in our body, and what is mechanism of action. Mechanism of action means how these effects are produced by that drug in our body. So all that study can done in the pharmacodynamics. For example, we are discussing about the aspirin. So aspirin, it reduces increased body temperature to the normal, so it can reduce the fever to the normal body temperature. That is the pharmacological action produced by aspirin. But how it produces that effect? This effect can be produced by aspirin by acting on hypothalamic thermoregulatory center, which is present in the hypothalamus of our body. Here it reaches, and then it set point of that thermoregulatory center to the normal temperature, and thus it regulates the body temperature or reduce the increased body temperature. So that is about the pharmacodynamics. Now we have to discuss about third branch, that is clinical pharmacology. Again, this term is derived from two words again, pharmacology and clinical. Clinical means what? Direct observation of patient, and second word is pharmacology. We know definition of pharmacology. So whatever pharmacological study, that is pharmacological effects, pharmacological mechanism of action, or ADME, that is absorption, distribution, metabolism, excretion, all that study can be done by direct observation on volunteers and then patients. That study is called as clinical study. So this type of study is done before drug is introduced into the market. So before introducing drug in market, we should go through the clinical trials, clinical pharmacology trials. So how it is defined? Clinical pharmacology is the scientific study of drug. It deals with pharmacokinetic and pharmacodynamic investigations of drug in healthy volunteers first, and then diseased person. This is done for the evaluation of efficacy and safety of drug. Study of pattern of drug dose and adverse effects can also be studied in the clinical pharmacology. The aim of clinical pharmacology is to generate data for optimum use of drug. So for optimum use of drug, we should have some data from which route drug it is absorbed well, what is its duration of action, what is its onset of action, so at what time it should be taken, what dose should be there. All that data we have to know for safe use of drug in the patients. Thus this branch elaborates whatever the effects of drugs seen in animal into the human. So whenever we are checking the effect of drug, first we are not using a human being for that. We are doing some experiments on animals first, and then we are elaborating that effect into the human being. So whatever that elaboration, that is done in clinical pharmacology. Now next branch we have to discuss, that is pharmacotherapeutics. Again this word came from two words, that pharmacon and therapeutics. So pharmacon means drug, and therapy, that is therapeutics, means therapy. Thus pharmacotherapeutic deals with application of pharmacological knowledge which we had developed in clinical pharmacology. All that knowledge we are applying in the treatment or therapy of a disease. So here we can decide the dose of drug, then we have to decide frequency of administration of the drug. All that therapeutic aspects of the drug, these are studied in this branch, that is called as pharmacotherapeutics. Here actually using drug for the control, cure, mitigation and treatment of the disease, and how that drug can be effectively and safely used. That study is done in the pharmacotherapeutics. So pharmacotherapeutics is the very important branch. We are having data obtained by clinical pharmacology branch about that drug, and we know in which disease that this drug can be used, but how that drug can be used, what should be the dose, what should be the frequency of administration, whether it is taken one times daily or 2 times, 3 times or 4 times a daily, that all study it is done in pharmacotherapeutics. For example, use of anti-epileptic drugs in the treatment of epilepsy, or use of anti-leprotic drugs in the treatment of leprosy, use of antibiotics in the treatment of various infectious diseases. Thus, pharmacotherapeutics deals with whatever information we obtain about the drug in healthy volunteers and patients. That information we are applying in the treatment of disease. So that is the main aim of pharmacotherapeutics. Now next branch we have to discuss, that is toxicology. Now this word again came from 2 words. First is toxic, that is toxic means adverse effects, and logos means logic, that is science. Toxicology is the branch of pharmacology that deals with the toxic effects, adverse effects of the drug, poisonous effects of the drug, or it deals with the poisons and poisoning cases and treatment of these poisoning cases. All that study it is done in this branch of pharmacology that is called as toxicology. So this is the branch of pharmacy or pharmacology which deals with study of poisonous effects of the drug or adverse effects of the drug or the chemicals, which include detection of poison, then prevention of toxic effects of the poison, treatment of poisoning, and also include study of adverse effects of the drug. So all that study it is done in the toxicology. Now next we have to discuss about chemotherapy. This word again came from 2 words. First is chemo means chemical substances and therapy means therapy, treatment of infectious diseases. So chemotherapy is the branch of pharmacology that deals with use of chemical substances in the treatment of infectious diseases or diseases like cancer. Now this type of substances, these are having limited toxicity to host cells, but they are having more toxicity for the infectious organism, infectious cells. So they are toxic to infectious cells and not to the host tissue. Thus they can kill or inhibit the growth of microorganisms, but they are not affecting any type of effect, or they are not affecting growth of human body or human cells. So they are selective in action. That is very, very important. And then we can, this type of substances we can use in the treatment or chemotherapy of various infectious diseases, like chemotherapy of leprosy is there, chemotherapy of tuberculosis is there, chemotherapy of malignant disease means we can say cancer. In treatment of cancer, that is called as chemotherapy. Okay, here we are trying to kill that multiplying cells, not the normal cells. Now the substances which are used in treatment of chemotherapy, these are called as chemotherapeutic agents, and already I told you that these are selective in action, they are safe to human body, and they are having hazardous effect or lethal effect on the microorganism only. So that selectivity is there in case of chemotherapy. So these are the various branches of pharmacology. Along with that, so many other branches are there, but we discussed main 6 branches of pharmacology today. Now it is time to summarize. In this video we had discussed about definition of pharmacology, then we had discussed about definition of drug, and then we had discussed scope of pharmacology, or we can say branches of pharmacology. We had discussed 6 branches: First is pharmacokinetics, second is pharmacodynamics, third is clinical pharmacology, fourth is pharmacotherapeutics, and fifth is toxicology, and sixth is chemotherapy. So thank you for listening me patiently. If you want more such videos, please like and subscribe my channel. And if you have any queries, you can contact me on my mail address which is given in the slide. Thank you once again.